joining us today. Now, what mood are you trying to create in your home? If it's not working, maybe you're using the wrong wall color. Here to show us the power of paint to transform your space, Benjamin Moore's Sharon Grech joins me. How are you? You know what? First show of the new year together.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. I love that we're talking about this because it means that you can actually inexpensively completely alter your space, and we're talking paint. Paint can make a huge difference.
It is the most transformative thing you can do in your home. If you think about it, which we don't all the time, the walls take up the most visual space in your room. So by changing that one thing, you can make it or break it.
Yes. Yeah, that's true.
Right? We've all seen it go bad too. So it's really important to think about the mood that you want in that space. So I thought this was a great opportunity to show a lot of different colors, and with a fantastic IKEA set, very beautiful neutral furniture that anybody might already have. You might be looking to change things up. And how, you know what, you can change the color behind that and it'll give the whole room a different feel.
So one room, 4 different moods.
4 different moods.
What's the first mood?
Okay, well, everyone loves gray, so I thought I'd start with gray, the classic. This is City Shadow. It's from Benjamin Moore's Color Stories, which I love all the names. This is City Shadow, and it's dark and it's very sophisticated. So when you use gray, you're usually not making a strong statement, you're just really getting an atmosphere. So this is very atmospheric, it's very moody, sophisticated. And then especially with the textures of gray, we've layered in with the beautiful linens, the throw, the rug, so it's relatively monochromatic, so you really get immersed in the gray. So it has that really nice, sophisticated, textured, moody feel.
It is moody. There's a bit of drama there, right?
Absolutely, especially with the darker grays. When you go light, you can get a little fresher and, and it's a little, you know, a little springier feeling. But with the dark grays, you really get that sophisticated dramatic feel.
So shall we switch it?
Let's switch things up and get a completely different mood. Let's go from moody and sophisticated to restful.
Ooh, look at that.
Ooh, I heard an ooh.
Yeah, because it does. It makes a huge difference.
Doesn't it?
It changes the whole vibe of the space.
That's exactly it. So you know what? You can really make a big difference. So you want to really think about the mood, not just what you've got in the room. You got to think about what you've got in the room because that's really important. But when you have neutral furnishings, you can really do anything. So this is sea glass. And I love this because it's a great combination between green and blue. And we know that green and blue are both very calming, relaxing, restful colors. So you kind of get the best of both worlds, and it has a bit of gray in it as well, so it tones down. It's not so bright. So in a way, it's a neutral.
It is. It's so it almost feels coastal now.
Right.
You know, there's something about it that's very calming.
Exactly.
Okay, let's move over here. Same room once again, and look at the freshness of this.
Same room. Fresh, exactly, Tracy. I think pinks, blushes especially, feel very fresh. Now this one, you'll love the name, Cashmere Wrap.
Ooh. It just feels good.
It's cozy. It's pretty. It's soft, but it's also fresh. When you go to brighter pinks, they have more of a stimulating effect.
That's true.
Right? Kind of like a red, which would look great in this space as well. But blushes are still so on trend, so I thought that this would be a really beautiful one because, again, you don't always think to do a pale pink with a dark gray. It might feel too contrasty, but I love how there's enough color in this. There's enough tone and saturation that it works really well. So Cashmere Wrap, calming, beautiful.
People relegate a lot of these colors to the nursery or the kids' rooms, and it can be just as sophisticated in a grown-up space.
Absolutely, and that's one thing I love about the Color Stories colors, because they're color, but they're still they're toned, they're neutral, right?
That's right.
Like if you used a really bright pink,
that'd be a little different.
Palettes, it would be a little different. Yeah, exactly. So let's go to talk about drama.
Ooh, hot tamale.
Yeah, everybody's ready for some color at this time of the year. This is Egyptian clay.
Ooh, nice.
Now, I personally am not a huge fan of red, but I'm a huge fan of orange. And this is like a red-orange, so it's got the best of both worlds. It's got the happiness and the enthusiasm, optimism of orange, but then it's got that strength and sort of enveloping feeling that red gives you.
Nice.
So Egyptian clay.
This will wake you up. You know, there's something about it, but I like the fact that it's still a little bit tempered.
Well, that's it. It is. I picked colors that all have a little bit of tone, a little bit of gray in them, so that they're not yelling at you. They're all very comfortable in your space. It just depends on the mood that you want.
What an easy way to switch up your look for 2019, and we want to help you with your paint project. So Sharon has brought gift certificates for 1 gallon of Benjamin Moore paint for everyone in our audience. Thank you for that. So generous. Well, paint certainly made a difference in this teenager's bedroom makeover. Take a look.
Now, this is Avic's bedroom. It's been how long?
It's been about 5 years now, and I'm really fed up with the gray.
Okay, I don't blame you. I think it's time to get something a little more lively in here. So anything else you want to do with the space?
I really think we should do something about the drapes here.
I think I can talk to your mom about that, and I'll give you something better that'll let the light come in and look a little more for a 15-year-old boy. So Avic, is cool aqua bright enough for you?
Yes, especially compared to the old gray that it used to be.
Yeah, I know you definitely wanted a livelier feel in here, and I think we've got it.
But my absolute favorite thing about the room is how we got rid of those drapes.
Oh, yes, the drapes. Well, thank goodness we've got these beautiful pleated shades.
Yeah.
They're much more sophisticated for this space. Now, I also wanted to outline them with Black Panther to bring a little bit more contrast to the room. So I used silver satin with just a little hint of gray in it, so it's a good contrast. Now, you don't have to change everything to make over a space. We didn't spend a ton of money. I really just organized a lot of things. So what do you think about your bookshelf?
Well, it's a lot more organized than it used to be, and I really think that these boxes will allow me to store a lot of my stuff in it, so it doesn't get too big mess.
It's less cluttery that way when you can hide things behind, so that's good. Now, I did add a bedside table with a nice reading lamp, which I thought would be, it's a little bit more sophisticated and useful.
Thank you. And the rug you chose is really great.
I think it really helps to ground the space. And a little bit of the black from the rug brought into the artwork for the frames and more of that contrast. And then to keep this sort of homeworky zone, I didn't want to take away from the wall color. So I just painted these cork boards with the same wall color.
I think that now that it's a lot more organized, I'll finally be able to get some homework done.
Well, I'm going to quote you on that and tell your mom.